We have direct competition from JK Toys. We have to make sure that the sales and marketing campaign for Big Boss is the best we have ever done. So we are going to have to make an extra effort. We have brought the launch date forward to January the 15th. It will be very tight, but I am sure that we can make this deadline. Do you agree? So, let's just outline what we're going to do. Kate, I think you should get the salespeople in the States together as soon as possible.
Okay. I'll be on the first available flight.
You ought to make sure that they understand how important this Big Boss project is.
Should I talk to our UK agents as well?
No, I think you ought to leave that to Don.
Okay.
Derek, I think you should visit the component suppliers that Don saw last week. Confirm that they can meet these new deadlines. It's essential that they deliver on time, on spec, and on price.
Okay.
Don, what are your plans?
I have arranged to go to see some of our overseas franchise holders next week.
What countries are you going to?
I'm going to Italy, Egypt, and Germany.
I don't think you should go, Don. I think you ought to stay at head office. It's essential that you coordinate the new launch strategy.
Okay. I don't want to cancel those meetings. Could I send Edward?
Do you think he's ready for that?
Edward is very capable. And I think a little international business travel will broaden his horizons.
Yes, certainly. Send Edward. But you ought to brief him very carefully.
Sure.
Good. I'll talk to the bank. I'll try to reschedule the loan. It won't be easy.
Geraldine, have you seen Edward?
He was here a second ago.
Thanks. Jenny, I'm not going to be able to make the meetings with the franchise holders next week.
Oh, I've just finished typing up your itinerary.
Sorry. Ah, Edward. Are you interested in a little foreign travel?
Yes, very.
How would you like to go to Italy on Tuesday?
That would be very nice.
Good. And Egypt on Thursday?
Oh, yes.
And then back via Frankfurt.
How much cash do you think I should take?
Ah, you don't have a corporate charge card. Cash is going to be a bit of a problem. We'll give you an advance against expenses.
Should I entertain any of the clients?
I'll give you a full briefing before you go, but yes, I don't see why not. You should buy Mr. Lang in Germany a meal. We owe him hospitality. In fact, he always pays for everything.
When you get to Italy, Mr. Barbetti, the assistant sales manager, will meet your flight. He'll be at arrivals at Milan Airport.
How will I know who Mr. Barbetti is?
I'll make sure he's carrying a Bibury Systems brochure.
Don't spend too much on room service, and get a receipt for everything.
How may I help you?
I'd like to send a fax to London, please.
Of course. If you could fill out this form and give it back to me, we'll send it off straight away.
And could I buy a street map of Atlanta?
Please have it with our compliments. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good flight. Could I have your ticket and passport, please? Good afternoon, Mr. Green. Smoking or non-smoking?
Non-smoking, please.
Would you like a window or an aisle seat?
A window seat, please.
And do you have any luggage?
Just one suitcase and one piece of hand luggage.
Put it on the scales, please. That's fine, Mr. Green. Here's your boarding card. Boarding at Gate 3 in about half an hour. The duty-free lounge is through passport control and turn left.
Thank you.
Hello, are there any messages for me? I'm in room 1637.
Yes, Miss McKenna. There's a fax here and a telephone message.
Thank you. Oh, and I wonder if you could help me. A colleague of mine wants to meet me at this restaurant. Could you tell me the best way of getting there?
Well, it's a 5-minute walk, or you can get a cab. Would you like us to call a cab for you?
That's very kind of you, but I would like to walk. Could you tell me where I am on this map?
Right. We are here. The restaurant is there. So you take a right outside the hotel here, and it's a couple of blocks down. The entrance is just off the sidewalk.
Thank you.
Edward, did you have a good journey?
Excellent. I brought you back a little souvenir.
Edward, thank you. And how was your meeting with Mr. Lang in Frankfurt?
Very successful, I think.
Did you go for a meal?
A very good meal. We had...
And who paid for it?
I did. Or rather, Byberry Systems did.
How did you manage that?
Just before the bill came, I asked to be excused, and then I paid the waiter.
I'd like to check out, please.
Certainly, madam. Have you taken anything from the minibar this morning?
No. There are 2 bags in my room.
I'll just call the bell captain. Here is your final account. Is something wrong?
No, I'm just not certain what this item refers to.
Ah, let me check. That's a deposit against the use of the conference facilities on Thursday.
Oh, I see. Could I have a separate receipt for that, please?
Of course, madam. I'll just print one out for you.
And can I just double check that I'm booked in here for 2 nights starting Wednesday?
That's right, Miss McKenna. We look forward to seeing you again on Wednesday evening.